this is Jamie Magritte. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today we're going to make a no glue box. And I don't have a particular thing that will go in it, but it's a good size box, so I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make one. Alright, so I have 4 pieces of Designer Series paper, which is 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. There's 4 of those. There's 2 that are 1 3/4 inch squares. I have a piece of cardstock, which is a 1/2 inch by 4 1/2 inches. And then I have a piece of cardstock, this is Night of Navy, which is 8 by 9 3/4 inches. Okay, and I'm going to, on the long side, on the 9 3/4 inch side, we're going to score at 1 3/4 inches. At 3 3/4 inches. At 5 3/4 inches. And at 7 3/4 inches. And we're going to turn it, and we're going to score it at 2 inches. And 6 inches. Okay. You could do that on your scoring tool too, because that's what I'm going to bring in next here. Or you could, actually, let me just show you with a ruler, it's probably easier. Now you'll see there's, well, you can see it better down here, I think. There's 1 2 3 4 5 squares, and then there's 5 rectangles. So on the second squares, from this outside corner going to this corners of this center rectangle, we're going to score from this corner to the center on all 4 of those. So I'll just line up my ruler, corner to corner, and score. We're going to do that on all 4 corners. So from the outside corner to the inside rectangle. Okay, the other side, from the outside corner to the inside rectangle. And one more. Second square, from the outside corner towards that center rectangle. Okay, now let's burnish all of these score lines. The other way. It's a really simple box. Okay, and then we want to fold these as well. Basically, there's the center edge here. We're folding to this edge here, like that. Just burnish that. Okay, so actually going to want it to go like that. So the fold part is going to be towards this flap here. Okay, so that's your basic box. I'm going to fold those flaps in. One of these is going to get put in, and the other one is going to tuck inside the pocket. So whichever one you think is going to accept it better. Come on. First time you're in, it's a little difficult, but then it goes really well. Alright, I'm all bubbles. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. Tuck it in and slide it together. And like I said, the first time in it is a little bit tough, and then it gets easier after that. Okay. I'm going to pull it back apart for a minute, and I'm going to bring in circle punch. Doesn't really matter what size. And I'm going to do a partial punch of just the top side. Okay, so when you tuck that in there, you have a place to, so you can see where you're supposed to pull it back out from. Okay, then also to make it a little bit easier to take back apart, because it's a little bit tough, we're going to bring in this piece. Scoring tool again. And we're going to score this at 1 3/4 and at 4. This one will get folded over. This one will get folded over. You could put glue on that if you want. I'm going to go ahead. This piece isn't necessary. I just found it easier to open the box, and I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Okay. Now, when you go to put this together, this is going to get tucked inside of there. I'm going to close the box up. And then when you go to open it, you can just pull this and it helps it open so much easier. Okay, so now we're going to decorate. So we're going to bring in that Designer Series paper. The two 1 3/4 inch squares are going to go on these ends. So the box itself doesn't take any glue, but if you're going to embellish it, you're going to need glue. Unless you use Designer Series paper. Okay, then we have 4 of these. We're going to put one on each one of these existing or exposed rectangles. This one we're going to have to cut that circle out of. Well, you could get away with just 3 if you'd want. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the bottom as well. Okay, now I'm going to open it back up. And I'll burnish those down so that I know they're good and stuck. And I'm going to bring that punch back in and make sure this is punched out. Okay, and we can just fold it back up. Where did my little tabby go? Just slides in there. You could glue it in there if you want to. I just slid it in there. Just makes it much easier to open. Okay, now I'm going to make a ornament for the top. I'm going to use the Gleaming Ornaments punch. And I think I'm going to, let's see. I think I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to run it through an embossing folder and attach that to the top there with a bow. Maybe I'll use, no, I want to use some different ribbon. So I'll be right back once I run it through my embossing folder. Okay, and one tip when you're putting the foil into your embossing folder, you want to put it with the shiny side towards the Stampin' Up! Emblem, this way. I think that'll get popped up on there. That'll be a cute little box. Piece of this dimensionals. Alright. The center of the top. Let's make a bow. I'm going to use my bow jig, so I want it to be poofy. I want a couple layers of it. So let's start here. Put it around. Tuck it under all of them. Something isn't right. I don't remember how to use this. It's been too long. Not supposed to be that difficult. Well, that ain't right, but I think it'll work. There's only one bow on this side. Oh, there's the others. Alright, we'll add a glue dot. I'm not loving this bow. Alright, let's start again. There's 2 and there's 3. Tuck it through. Tie a knot. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Work that time. It's not perfect. I think there's another loop there. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, glue dot. Alright, there's a cute little gift box. You can put anything in it. It's quite a large size. Well, thanks for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope this you can find a little bit of time to play with some paper today. Have a great one. Bye.